Good evening.
I am here.
This is D.
And this is Lynn.
And we are Project Airwaves.
Project Airwaves. Today is going to be quite the interesting entanglement of an episode.
Yeah, man.
Keyword entanglement.
This COVID shit.
Oh, dude.
This COVID
fucking
shit.
over it today.
You got your face condom?
Today's going to be just firing from the hip, like no fucks given, no current events. If we do throw some shit out there, we do. If we don't, we don't. It's more or less just getting shit out in the system. Not so much a real talk, because I'm not trying to bitch, but at the same time, I'm tired of feeling the way that I'm fucking feeling. I am over it.
Yes, dude. Like, it was funny because last recording, Lynn said he saw how tired I was in my eyes, and I'm looking at this guy, and I'm like, yeah, he's about to Hulk smash.
I hit a fucking wall. The last 2 days, I've been so, I don't know how to explain it without making it sound bad, but it's like mentally unstable.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like I'm going fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not enjoying.
You got cabin fever.
Yeah, it's cabin fever. I'm not enjoying anything. Like, I'm going through all of my, I'm looking at the fucking YouTube right now. I've gone through all of my YouTube subscriptions.
None of it's interesting.
Watching people that I don't even care about. And it's like, none of it's interesting. I've literally binge watched everything.
Yes.
Tried to go to the gym. That went to shit. Tried to, I don't know.
Dude, this COVID thing is like forcing people to look inward. We got so used to the high speed day to day in and out, like wake up, go to work, come home, pay bills, fuck, eat, sleep, shit, go to the gym. We cram so much stuff in what limited time we have. Now that COVID's taken effect and we can't do anything but sit the fuck down, people are having to deal with their issues.
And it is, I saw at the gym today that there was something about what COVID does as far as mental stress or mental illness, is that people are getting forms of, if they've had COVID or if they haven't, PTSD, because they're afraid that they're going to catch it again.
Yes.
And now that, like you said, since they've spent so much time inward dealing with themselves, they've gotten more accustomed to, oh fuck, now I have to put my feelings in check.
Right.
And we were talking just a minute ago, it's like, I'm tired. I'm so fucking tired of having people tell me that I'm intimidating.
Yeah.
That if I'm being 100% myself, I'm too aggressive, I'm too
too
mean,
much.
I'm too real. And it's like,
no, you guys are too sensitive.
It's just, I can't water myself down anymore. I can't go through this fucking nonstop thing of, if I'm going to say something because I just don't want to filter my mouth, I'm going to hurt somebody's feelings. Don't fucking be around me.
Now I don't want to talk.
No,
but then people want to know why you aren't talking.
Exactly. It's like, if I can't get my words out of my system in order to talk to somebody directly, I need to go put my energy into something else. Into a different. But with COVID, what the fuck am I going to do? I'm not just going to go fight some random person on the street. Like, I need to find an out, because right now I'm literally crashing into a wall, and it's either I face through the fucking wall,
that's it,
or I just fucking hit the wall and then I'm done.
It kind of goes back to what I've been talking about since even before COVID-19. This has almost become a spiritual battle where you're out of options on a physical standpoint. You don't have anything you can physically do to take your mind off of the situation, to get your mind out of your negative feelings. All you can do is just sit there and be in it. That's when that spiritual aspect of things kicks in, because it's like, okay, it takes a little bit of the stress off when you know there's a higher purpose. You know, there's something bigger than you out there that has a better plan for all of this. And even if shit's going, you know, just to hell in a handbasket, no matter what, it's like there's that light at the end of the tunnel. And so what a lot of people, I'm just trying to recommend, is like, try and embrace your spirituality. Try and discover a new part of yourself. Because a lot of us, what I'm starting to see is a lot of us don't know who the fuck we are.
No.
They're like, their jobs define them.
Yeah.
You know, or your income defines you.
You get so accustomed, like I've gotten to this point, especially with my job. They took away whatever freedom that I had with us working, because for a lot of people that don't know, I do work graveyards, and this graveyard shit is like, it's for the fucking birds.
No,
there's no initiative
deadly
to want to be in a graveyard job if you don't have pay differential, if you're not working like we were 4 10-hour shifts. So I don't get 3 days off anymore. I'm getting a day and a half, and the day and a half is like, I spend more time at work at a job I don't want to fucking be at, but I can't go anywhere else. It's COVID.
Yeah.
So you have to find, I don't know, it's got to be a structural change, because I can't think that it needs to be a day to day. Just what the
you're
fuck
being
else?
Forced out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, exactly.
And all of us got in not willingly, but a lot of us have been forced into this system of go. Don't slow down. Like me, I'm a slow person. People say I'm lazy or I procrastinate. No, I just like to do things slowly. I like to make sure I think things through. I understand everything.
Yeah, you're trying to make sure everything's processed.
I don't want to jump off the diving board and then be like, oh, where am I going to land in this pool? No, I need to know where I'm going.
I don't know if that's an age thing. I don't know what it is. I mean, I'm seeing like a lot of people, like I'm looking at Seth Ferosi's podcast right now, and a lot of the things when I was watching watching or listening to his stuff. I'm not sure if it's the age gap or what it is, but it's the same concept. Is that I've been around a lot of people that are a little bit younger than me, and they're so quick to react to something or have a panic reaction. And then I look at them and I get frustrated. Like, why the fuck are you freaking out?
Right.
It's not that big. Like, if a bug falls on you, to compare and contrast, if something falls on my leg and it's unfamiliar, like it itches, people's first reaction is to freak out and smack it without actually looking. I'm looking to see, all right, what the fuck is on my leg?
What was that?
Yeah, what was that? Not let me smack it and then hurt myself in the process because it's a stimulus reaction.
Yeah, and I get what you're saying. It's difficult to live in a rat trap, and it's also, we're not one of those people who are easily excitable. We don't have triggers per se. Like, yeah, you can say something that'll just piss me the fuck off, but I'm not one of those people that I'm like, I'm gonna lash out, I'm gonna rage, I'm gonna whip out my phone and you're the next motherfucker on Facebook or World Star Hip Hop. I'm not that guy. It's like, you do some dumb shit, I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna have to question you and be like, what the fuck?
You're very good at being controlled. I've been told more times I can count, and I'm getting to the point now where it's like I might just unleash it.
Yeah.
Everybody knows I have a very, very short temper, and it's getting to the point where I run these scenarios in my head where it's like, you can tell me I have a short temper, but then you see how calm I am when something's happening. But then if it comes to a thing where it's like somebody just looks at me the wrong way, I'm gonna headbutt you in the fucking I'm gonna headbutt you in the teeth. I'm gonna headbutt you in the goddamn teeth. I'm gonna knock your teeth out. I'm gonna pick you up and throw you into a car.
And I was like, dude, you were just so calm.
Yeah, you were just calm. And it's like, you don't understand how easy it is for me to flip that switch, because I know I am physically strong and mentally savage enough to tear into somebody. Yeah. But I have to refrain from how to compare it, like to the Avengers. Yeah. How the Hulk finally figured out how to transfer, or Bruce Banner figured out how to turn to the Hulk because he's angry all the time.
Right.
I'm angry all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm calm because I'm angry all the time.
Yeah.
So I know that if I'm going to flip it, I have to do it in a moderational term, because if I sit there and I just let it fester, Hulk smash.
Right. And that's the thing. Fuck it, we're just gonna cartoon binge. You know, for me, I felt like Zuko of the Fire Nation, where
from Avatar,
all of them summon their fire from like anger.
Did you? Sorry, so I think that Netflix is putting on the sequel to that.
Heard.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've never seen that, the Legend of Korra one, but I think
the Legend of Korra is good. It's just there's some political stuff in there which kind of turned me off, but I mean, it's good.
Okay.
For being an Avatar show.
But yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, like all the Fire Nation, a lot of them were taught to create fire or to summon fire through their emotions. So usually a lot of them used anger or self-hatred, whatever. But then later on in the series, and spoilers for anybody who hasn't watched it, but I mean, the shit's almost 10, 20 years old, deal with it. In one of the later episodes, Aang and Zuko find this fire tribe, and they learn the original way of firebending was taught from the dragons.
Yeah,
and
I remember watching that video.
Zuko had to learn a new way of sparking his fire, of igniting that flame, and Aang had to learn the proper way to use fire without destroying things, because fire isn't meant for pure devastation. Things can be reborn from fire, but if you don't learn how to control that fire, it's gonna go out of control and burn everything around you to shit.
Yeah, it's a comparison to rage and
yeah,
anger. Yeah,
for me and Lynn, you know, that's what I always compare it to. Like, I feel like Azula, where it's like I'm super focused and yeah, I got blue fire and shit, but you get me on just the right motherfucking day, you get me at just the right motherfucking time, and dude, you won't even fucking know who I am.
Nope.
That's the type of rage me and Lynn used to have, and you'd be like, so how are you guys friends? Well, we've helped each other temper that shit, but it's still there. It doesn't go away.
No,
you know what I mean? And when you're forced in the world we live in, when you're forced to constantly contain it, control it, don't let it out.
I can't.
You can only do it for so fucking long.
I've been doing it for so fucking long, and I don't know what it is for the last 2 days, but this beast, this feeling, this pent up consistency of feeling like I have to flex all the time. I gotta get it out, because I'm gonna end up either self-inflicting or I'm gonna end up pushing it out.
Right.
Not to say I'm trying to hurt anybody or myself or anything like that,
but it's energy.
It's energy. It's this pent up force that it's like I need to push it into a direction in order to get back to my day-to-day routine.
Right.
You know, watching Mike Rashid, like I was watching his thing, and that dude's so motivationally inspiring. His last episode, even he said, he's like, look, you know, I don't know if it's work, I don't know what it is or everything, I don't know if it's COVID, but he goes, mentally right now, he goes, I'm weaker than I normally am.
Yes.
And it's taking a toll on me. I'm still pushing, I'm still training, I'm still doing the basic fundamentals, but I feel like I have to reset.
Yes, because people are losing their self-worth.
My question is, when is it okay for someone to be able to say, I want to push the reset button?
It should be okay anytime. That's what I mean with the society we live in. You know what I mean? You're told you have to, you have to get a job, you have to work, because if you're homeless, people are going to judge you, or if you don't have a high-paying job, if you don't have a nice car,
it's bullshit.
If you don't have, it's all bullshit. It's keeping up with the Joneses, and nobody even knows who the fucking Joneses is. No. I hate the fact that I can't be angry, I can't be loud and explosive explosive and break things.
You end up fucking hurting somebody's feelings.
I'm not trying to hurt people
and bitch at you.
You know what I mean? But when I'm angry, just like anybody else in this world, I want to lash out just to get the anger out.
You want to get the anger out, but it's like these people are so fucking sensitive. It's like I would rather have somebody flip the fuck out on me.
Yes.
And then in my head, it's like I'd be literally clapping for him, like, dude, fuck yeah, keep it coming. You're pale. Oh, you want to hit me? Yeah, do it. Fuck it. Like, get it out of your. I would be more happy if the most pissed off person on the planet came and just went full fledged Hulk on me.
Right.
I'd let them do it as long as they don't kill me or permanently damage me.
Just get it out.
Because I would be, what's the word I'm looking for? Not jealous. I would be
envious.
I'd be envious of the fact is that they took the time to get that shit out of their system because I can't.
Yes.
And that becomes a mirror image, a reflection thing. It's like, okay, do I have to wait for somebody to do it to me in order for me to give a return? Because I know if I find some poor innocent soul that I decide to unleash the shit,
asshole.
I'm the asshole.
Yeah.
I'm either gonna fucking make them hate me, or they're gonna hate them. It's gonna cripple them.
Right. And that's what I mean, bro. It's difficult. Like, it's a redirection of energy. But being a human, all of your emotions get their time to shine. You know what I mean? When you're sad, your body finds a way to make you cry. When you're happy, you'll laugh, you'll smile, all of that stuff. When you're angry and you don't get to let that emotion out, that has to go somewhere.
Yes.
The problem is with anger, and with me and Lynn, our emotions are very powerful. You know, he's not the only person. I don't know why and I don't know how, but I tend to make people cry with just the stuff I say sometimes. And I've been told I can be very hard and I can come across very strong. And to me, that's just me being me. But at the same time, what am I saying to you, though? Is what I'm saying relevant?
You're being honest. You're being honest. You're being real. It sucks that you try to be. I'm guilty for doing this, and I did it, a couple days ago, more or less, to a good friend of mine, where it's like I come off thinking I'm doing something good.
Yes.
And it comes off like I'm thinking I'm just giving you constructive criticism.
Right.
That I'm doing something that if you're telling me something's wrong in your life, you're telling me this because you want me to help you fix it. You want me to help you. You want me to help you fix it.
Yes.
But if you're telling it to me, I have to turn off this trigger. It's like, okay, two things are happening. You're either telling me this because you want me to help you fix it, or you want me to sit there and listen because you need to get it out of your system.
Yes.
And that's something that I'm trying to work on, is that sometimes I'm a really good listener.
Yes.
But then I don't say anything to help you get through it. Right. And then sometimes I'm too constructive to where I should have just been listening. And it's just how things have to be, because not everybody is like how I am, and not everybody has like you guys. We do have the 5%ers, but people fluctuate between 1% and 5%. Yeah. When we're going at 1%, meaning 99% is just fuck everybody.
Right.
And 1% is here's everything.
Right.
Sorry, other way around.
Yeah.
1% is I'm nice. 99% is here's the wrath of hell and the wrath, like Clash of the Titans. Like if I'm coming at you because I don't want to filter what I'm doing, and what I think I'm doing is right. Is actually, it's harmful to them because they can't take the whole abundance of it.
Right. It's like you're not allowed to have faults.
No.
Like, you have to say stuff in the exact way that person wants to hear it. You got to say it so that you don't hurt their feelings, and it's this and that. And look, I'm so tired of walking around on eggshells, y'all. Y'all should see my calf muscles. I got calves of fucking steel because I'm just walking around. I'm like Skips from you remember that cartoon with the bird and
it's Foster's.
No, not that one.
It's not Foster's Home.
No, it had the bird and the raccoon.
The regular show.
The regular show.
Yeah,
I'm like
the giant
Skips.
gorilla.
I'm just skipping around because I'm walking on fucking eggshells all day, because I'm trying not to hurt people's feelings. I'm trying not to come across too strong, because for some reason people, when they take something the right way, they don't question themselves like, hey, did I maybe take that out of context, or did I do something wrong? It's your fault. You didn't say it right.
No.
Or you came on too strong. And for me, it's like, okay, so then at what point do I get to just be me? And so what? I come on too strong. When am I going to meet somebody with thick enough skin to really just take it? Because I got to take everybody else's shit.
I feel like that's the biggest thing, is that we're so accustomed to taking a beating for everybody else.
Yes.
Verbally, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, whatever.
Yes.
That when we're like, all right, maybe it's our time to push that out, we come off with everything. They're physically giving us a little bit. They're emotionally giving us a little bit. They're spiritually giving us a little bit. We're throwing a whole thing.
Everything.
It becomes, not to reference to DBZ, but it turns to a spirit bomb.
You're
literally nuking this one poor individual with the whole world's energy into one thing, and you expect them to catch it and bring it back to you.
It is. It's a lot.
I've seen.
It's a lot. But we expect people to be tough enough to deal with that, because we have to deal with it.
We do. And I've
been hit by a few spirit bombs.
Yeah, and I've taken the blunt force of a lot of people's shit, because I know that I'm capable. I have a strong enough back to carry their shit.
Right.
It's questioning the fact is that when is it our day to where it's like, okay, you know what? Somebody needs to carry my shit.
Yes.
And I don't want to sit there. I don't want to sit there and then it'd be like a business interview. I have to lay out a pamphlet.
Right.
Here's all my problems. here's everything that's happening. Can you handle this?
Handle that?
If you can't handle this, all right, let's refer to page.
On a scale of 1 to 10, do you think?
Oh, okay, this is too much for you. No, let's go to packet B, because obviously packet A is just it's not in your ballpark. But when you're ready, we'll promote you to packet C, which is
we'll make copies. We'll make sure we have your signature and everything.
Can I put your W-2 and your Social Security on file as well, please, in case I need to contact you for my next rage?
You get benefits.
Yes, you get benefits. You get full coverage benefits, but we do not cover dental.
Bro. Like, I feel like I want to be on my own little fucking private island, and it'd be like only the strong survive here. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, I know the world's not a perfect place. I get it, guys, but I just feel like we went the wrong direction, and I'm just gonna strictly focus on dudes because I have my moments, but whatever. As a dude, it just feels like men have become a little weak, and women have kind of taken over a male's perspective of things, and not in a bad way. Obviously, nothing wrong with a strongly empowered woman. I love that shit. It's one of those things where men just seem to be so fucking sensitive that these women now feel like they have to have a bigger dick than their boyfriends or husbands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're going to get that.
And then if you lash out, you're looked at like an emotional bitch instead of just a man who's having a bad day.
Yeah, it's telling that you're, I think it was another thing that Microshoot was saying is that if you're an empathetic male, it's a good thing. It's a good thing that you're able to feel, and you're able to either mirror or push out your feelings of others' feelings. Because we, as people or as males, think most of the time that if we're showing our feelings, then all of a sudden you're weak.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with females, it's the same thing. Like if they're coming off the concept of, okay, well, I'm going to show you I'm independent and strong, you're not. Right. You don't have to be. You can say you are.
Right.
But then when I put the task in front of you of what I'm doing, you're looking at me like, well, how the fuck do you do this? This is crazy.
Right.
I was like, okay, so you're false advertising. You're obviously not what you say you are.
Right.
I will try to give you the benefit of the doubt, and you can prove otherwise.
We want to be.
Yes, but don't lie to me and say that you're going to be able to withhold and handle what it is that I'm doing as a comparison, and then fucking flunk.
Right.
Because I can only take so many Fs at that point.
And people, it's almost like people uptalk themselves because they want to appear better than who they really are. And it's like, yeah, that's cool. I get it. You want to make me feel like you can be that person I'm looking for.
Right.
But if you don't actually know you're that person, and then I come at you with some dumb shit, or I come at you sideways, because let's face it, no one's perfect. We can't all just wake up on the good foot every single fucking day.
No.
So if I come at you sideways, I need to know you're just gonna be like, okay, I didn't appreciate that, but I understand. I don't need you to cry for me. I don't need a fucking hug.
No.
I don't need a blowjob. I don't need any of that. I just need you to shut the fuck up sometimes and just take it.
Take it.
That's it. Just take it.
Like I said,
and then we'll be done.
Either don't counsel me, don't give me constructive criticism, don't lecture me. Take what I'm putting out there. I promise you, I'll make it up.
Right, I'll be
when
good.
It's done. This has to go somewhere. If you're gonna be in my presence, because I will die for anybody in my group.
Yes.
Anybody in my group. A lot of the people that know that are in my life, my friends or my family, because I have no family out here.
Right.
I do have my stepdad who does. He is my go-to if I can't go to D for anything. That's my last resort.
Papa Notch.
Yeah, exactly. Is always had my back, but the rest of my family is all in Ohio. My mom lives across the country in Florida. All I have is my stepdad and my little brother, and it's like I've been doing everything on my own for such a long time that you can only get beat so many times by yourself. So the people that are in my circle, I do take care of them.
Yes.
But not to be a dick, I expect if I'm going to take care of you 95% of the time, 5% of the time, you're going to have
return
to
the favor.
Return the favor. You're going to have to handle my shit.
Yes. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you know me. Okay, if we've been friends for so long, you just need to let some shit slide. I get it. You might not have seen that side of me before. You might not have heard me say these things before. That's fine. But take it in. Just take it in. Be like, okay, that kind of shook me, but they're still who they are. You're not somebody else just because you had a bad day.
No.
The problem is people prejudge you, and they think you're always like this, even though you're just having a bad day or a bad week.
I'm fed up with if I have to take somebody's consistently bad days.
Yes.
Anybody that's in my life, if I have to take their consistently bad days, I'll take it. I'll deal with it. I've always been like that, regardless if I bitch and moan. I'm still going to handle it because I don't want this person to be upset and sad and happy. Don't get fucking mad at me if I have finally, once, like a fucking period cycle, like once in a blue moon, I have my final bad day.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I'm not trying to throw anything out there, but it's like, if I'm going to have my bad day and you want to be in the vicinity of this nuke about to go off, don't get mad at me because I just destroyed everything around you.
It's gonna
and
go
then be
off.
like, you know what? I don't want to be around this again, so I'm just not going to be around it. And it's like, okay, well, I fucking warned you. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have to apologize for having my one moment of nuclear. You can't.
And that's what I mean.
You can't prepare somebody for that.
I don't want to apologize for being me.
No,
I'm just me.
You shouldn't have to.
I get a little. feel angry sometimes. Okay, those of you listening, if you heard any of our previous episodes, you probably heard a few of them where I just took the fuck off, and I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna apologize for shit I said, but that's me. That's who I am. Sometimes I just have those days where I just need to take the fuck off. I need to say some dumb shit. It might not be accurate. It might not be, politically correct. It might be a little offensive. I might even say some words that just really trigger people, but that's the point. When I'm angry and I'm hurt, I'm not trying to hurt somebody else, but I do need to get this out of my system, because if I don't, then I'm hurting myself more. Right. Because now, instead of releasing this toxic gas, I'm holding in, and so it can eat its way from the inside out. No, because then I'm really going to, it's almost it's almost like Ichigo from Bleach. When oh god, I forgot the guy's name who owns Beta Hime.
Kenny?
The dude with the hat. Dude with the hat.
I forget his name. He owns the shop. Yeah, he owns the shop. I don't know. I can't remember what his name is.
When Ichigo was going through his training and he put the chain on his chest, and the chain was eating away at itself, and he only had so much time to deal with it, or else he was going to go full hollow. That's how it feels when I get mad. Like there's a chain hanging, it's eating itself up, and I got to figure out the quickest way to get this shit out of my system, or I'm going to hollow.
That today more than anything in a very, very, very long time, that phrase hits spot on. I got mentally backed into a corner. It's like I have X amount of time to figure out what the fuck I need to do with these feelings.
Yes.
Or it's gonna turn.
It's just gonna go where it
goes.
It's
gonna go where it goes. I don't give a fuck who's around me. I don't care what's gonna happen. I'm gonna take it out on the closest thing to me.
Yes.
Whether it be an inanimate object, I do not care. It does help. This platform is letting me kind of voice out what needs to be said, and I'm hoping with people that are listening, you're kind of going through the same shit, because we're all, D made a good point. We're all in this right now together. Yes. Everybody's going through the COVID shit. Some people have more patience than others, but I'm guaranteeing you, off of watching a lot of these YouTube videos and a lot of the people I subscribe to, every single person that I know is very self-motivating. They're all saying the same shit.
We're all depressed.
Everybody's depressed. Shit sucks. Everybody wants a vacation. Everybody's not in the best mental state of health. Right. But we all do not have a choice but to push forward.
That's it.
I can't just fucking... I wanted to just chill at home, fucking lay and do nothing. But then in my head, I'm like, this isn't me. This isn't what I want to do. I should be editing. I should be going to the gym. I should be gaming. I should be out doing something productive. But I had no incentive to want to do anything. But that's only going to make me feel fucking worse.
Yes. And it's difficult. It's a balancing act. You know what I mean? Because it's like I get off work. I work at a call center. So by the time I get off work, I'm mentally exhausted. I still have some physical energy left, so I can do physical stuff. But if you need me to think on like a high level or forget about it, because I spent all of that 8 hours ago.
It's all,
you know what I mean? So you're running on pure, it's almost like when you're running on physical, that's your programming. It's like muscle memory. My body knows it needs to get up and go to the store. My body knows I need to get food. My body knows I need to go to work. I don't have to mentally be there the whole time.
I can physically autopilot myself through anything.
Yeah, I just check the fuck out.
I've gotten so accustomed to lack of sleep. I've gotten so accustomed to having to respond to things.
Right.
I remember when I first started working security, when I would take power naps around the casino just because I didn't have the energy to stay awake, because graveyard is damn near impossible.
Fucking hellacious.
Nobody can fucking, unless you're what is that, narcoleptic?
An insomniac.
Insomniac, yeah. Unless you're insomniac and you're able to function at night without sleep, or have anxiety or something like that, it's almost impossible to stay awake for 8 to 10 hours. So everybody is guilty of taking naps. Every time a call would happen, it would be serious calls. It'd be like, I'd be sleeping somewhere, and all of a sudden I get a call saying that there's somebody that you have to grab the med bag, which is this big red Dora the Explorer bag, run down to a fucking hallway, and then somebody is unresponsive because they OD'd or they drowned in a fucking tub, or there's a domestic and there's a fight happening. Your adrenaline goes through the roof, and anxiety kicks in, everything. You start having a panic attack. It's like my brain has had that happen to me so many goddamn times at that job that now when something happens, I'm just like, okay, like literally, it's like I know I'm going to be the best individual in a crisis, because if there's like an active shooter or something like that, in my head it's like I won't freeze up, because I've literally numbed out whatever feelings I've had when it comes to dealing to high stress situations.
But you need a vent.
But that's the biggest thing to kind of bring it back down is how long does one individual last like that before they burn themselves out? You're literally the equivalent of lighting a cigarette and then letting the cigarette burn out on its own, opposed to just sucking the whole thing down at once. My life force is being sucked out of me at such an accelerative rate that I'm physically feeling the attributes of feeling way older than I actually am.
And it sucks. I don't want to feel this way. I'm 32. I feel like I'm fucking 50. My body hurts. I'm exhausted. I can't think straight. I can't hardly keep shit on track. I don't remember what day it is half the time. But that's what I'm saying. It's not us. It's the system that's been built around us. This system is poisonous. It's deadly, and it's built to kill you. From the moment you're born, you become a statistic. You are now born into this world where you have to feed the beast. If you don't pay taxes, if you don't go to work, if you don't spend your money on something, you're not feeding the fucking beast. And that's a problem, because the beast is always hungry. You know what I mean? So, but at no time does the beast stop eating and go, hey, what do you want? Are you good? You straight? Okay, cool. Feed me. Yeah. No, it's a Little Shop of Horrors. Feed me, Seymour. Yeah. He doesn't care what's going on with your life as long as you feed the beast. So now that the beast can't eat as much as it wants to because of COVID, now people are having to sit back and go, I don't have a fucking purpose. I don't know what the fuck to do. So they're lashing out. We've heard on the news that domestic violence cases are through the roof because people just don't have shit to do.
They have nothing to do in there.
That's never crossed my fucking mind that I'm just like, oh, I don't have shit to do. Let me go beat my girlfriend.
No, and that
I don't know where that comes from.
It comes off of the concept of people need hobbies, they need go-tos.
You need shit to do. Men need a purpose.
We all need. Yeah, there you go. That's actually a good concept of it. I was talking to somebody and they were saying the thing is like, find something that you enjoy for yourself. Stop worrying about what everyone else is feeling, what everyone else is thinking. Yes. Just do what you need to do. And I was like, I'm somebody that needs a purpose.
Yes.
It's like, I feel like if like I said, if there's a fucking call down the street saying, hey, you need to get to this spot and save X amount of people in this time frame, right, that trigger kicks in my head. I'm good. I'm putting my fucking shoes on. I will run out the goddamn door and I will take care of whatever needs to take care of. I'm not going to be one to hide and sit there and just with my thumb up my ass. If I don't have a purpose and I don't have a reason to be doing something, it's nothing. Yeah, it's no void. I don't want to live like that.
And that's what I mean. Men, we've not only lost our purpose, we've been domesticated, if that's the right word. Really not.
Because no, that makes sense.
Men, like, we're hunter gatherers. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your definition of a male is. Anybody, any scientific book will show you. Any medical paper will tell you. Men are hunter gatherers. We're used to having to defend our family. We're used to having to go out and till the soil, kill wildlife, provide this, and that. And you can see it nowadays more than ever at its most basic. At men, at their most core, we need to be rough, we need to be a little dirty, and we need somewhere to burn off this energy. Yeah. Because I'm sorry, I know some dudes aren't going to like that I say this, but sex doesn't cut it after a while.
No, like it becomes. It
feels good, but after a while, I'm just busting a nut.
It's a temporary euphoria. Like, all right, I'm getting this aggression and this feeling out, which not to try to make it sexist to men to female ratio, but a lot of females, they just want it to feel something because they need that connection in order to get them throughout the day. As as a male, it's like, it's great, and yeah, it'd be a nice release, but then that's only a temporary band-aid on a wound that I need to figure out how to fucking stitch. Yes, exactly. I need a long-term purpose, not a temporary fix.
And that's what I mean. So it's like, I'm trying to broaden my horizons. Like I said, do a lot of soul searching, get more spiritual. It just helps. It just helps when you're out of sorts, because I've noticed that's when I get the most depressed. Is when I'm sitting here, I'm going, there's nothing I can do.
There's nothing I think that's what the wall is that I've hit, is that if COVID wasn't happening, I would have gone on a trip by now.
Right.
Road trip.
Oh, yeah.
I've gone hiking, out to dinner, gone to a show, anything to self-reward or at least give me an out. Travel. Yes. I'd have gone back home to Ohio. I'd have gone to see my sister in Texas, gone to see my mom in Florida. I'd have gone anywhere to get the fuck out of this town, because, like you said, we're all stuck in the system right now where everything is so goddamn toxic. Yes. I'm tired of being poisoned. Yes. I'm hitting my reset button. Yes. I need my mind and my body to fucking reset, so I can go back to, all right, let me find my purpose, let me push through this bullshit. Once COVID's done, I can reset and figure everything else out. But right now, it's like, I can't go anywhere because everything's fucking closed. Yes. I can't go buy anything because everything's fucking closed. Right. I can't fly anywhere because everything is fucking closed.
And this is how programmed and dependent we've become upon this system, where it's like, I need to have something on YouTube, I need to watch something on Netflix, I need to be on my laptop, I need to be on my phone. And I ask people the same question. I ask everybody the same question. What were people doing before we had these things? They were going outside, either having fun, or they were working on shit. Amish dudes, Amish people, when you turn 18, they build your house.
I saw a thing. One of the people that I have on Facebook that lives back home in Ohio, Orville's such a small community of like 2,000-3,000 people.
Oh wow,
it's tiny. All the towns, like, how we have Centennial, and we have Henderson, and we have Spring Valley, North Las Vegas, but it's all considered Vegas. Yeah, North Las Vegas is another town. Henderson is another town. Yeah, so all the towns are you have 5 towns in one county. Oh. So they're all named something different. And there was a picture of an Amish guy working on a thing, and Amish people made a point where it's like they were working on this stuff, and someone asked them, like, hey, has any of your community gotten sick? And the Amish are like, no. They're like, well, how do you know that? They're like, oh, well, the reason why we know no one's gotten sick is because we don't have TV. We don't have the news. Right. We don't have anybody telling us to go get tested. We don't have anybody telling us that COVID numbers have spiked. We're just doing our due diligence to do what we need to do, and everybody, if they get sick, they get better. Right. So their community hasn't fluctuated.
Right. Do you know how much purpose how much drive that would have giving me if I turned 18 and like a group of dudes walked over and they go, okay, we're going to build your first house. Yeah. And I was like, wait, what?
They're going to build
you're going to
and they built some damn good shit,
beautiful
man.
fucking houses.
It's from scratch, and it's like if you, I mean, I'd have to take you down to Ohio, but it's like, dude, these houses are so sturdy and built well. Right. They have more housing communities out in Ohio than they do apartment complexes because it's unnecessary. And if it's apartment complexes, it's not like this. Everything's built with brick.
Right. Everything's old fashioned. It's sturdy. Yeah, it's built to last.
It lasts for fucking years.
And that's my issue. It's like, dude, I work 40 hours a fucking week. I bust my ass. Why do I have to pay rent? What am I paying rent for?
You're not paying rent for shit. Like,
you know what I mean? I'm paying somebody else's bills.
Yeah, you
really.
are. You're paying.
They're like, oh, well, you're staying in the unit in my property and this and that. Okay, well, why can't I have my own shit? Oh no, I gotta have good credit, and then I gotta put down a $10,000, $20,000 down payment on $300,000, $400,000 house. Hope my mortgage is low enough that I can afford it. Why can't I just build my own fucking house? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to find somewhere you can.
And that's what I'm saying. Purpose. Yeah. When you give a young boy purpose, you tell a boy at 18 he's about to have his first house. My dude, that would have changed our lives.
That'd have changed everything.
You know what I mean? Me and Lynn I personally have been apartment hopping my entire life. I was born into apartments. I'm living in a fucking apartment right now. It's easy, it's fast, but at the same time, you never feel stable. No. You're just like, oh, well, it's only a year, and then I'm just going to move. Or I got to find somewhere else to get
I want to get into a house. I want to get somewhere where I know I don't have a lease.
Yes.
I don't want to have to worry about my rent going up or down.
Right.
I don't want to have to go, all right, it's coming up this year. Like, my lease is up well past now, almost a year and some change now, where it's like I have to push for another month. And it's so ridiculous that now that I'm doing month to month for this next month, my rent went from $1,190 to $1,600,
which is fucking insanity.
It's like, dude, for one extra month, you couldn't tell me I've been paying my bills nonstop, without a late day, without any discrepancies, even with COVID, we're still paying, right?
Oh yeah, we still pay bills.
Just stop paying, and you're telling me now I have to pay $500 extra for one more month? For 30 extra days?
Because they can do it. It's all a scam. That's what I'm saying, bro. Trash. This whole system is set up for you to fail, for you to always be in debt, and for you to always be coming out of pocket. That's not purpose for a man. That doesn't make me feel useful. That doesn't make me feel like I'm doing something.
No, you're feeling
me having my own house, being able to take care of my wife and kids, and have my own car with just my income. Now you're talking. Now I feel like a badass.
Mm-hmm. You're actually doing something with yourself.
Right now, I work my ass off, and I still have to split rent with my girlfriend just so we can live in a 1-bedroom apartment. Mm-hmm. No, dude, I'm good. Like, I'm over this system. I'm glad COVID hit. Not obviously I'm not glad it killed people, but I'm glad it hit because it forced everybody to slow the fuck down.
Jack Septiceye said that on his thing. I only watched like a few minutes of his 2020
his little taking a break thing. Yeah,
exactly. His taking a break. He pretty much said the same thing. He's like, it's the pedophiles that got caught up, Wayfair getting caught up.
Yes.
We spoke that on our last episode before. Episode. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All these big things, Black Lives Matter. All these things came because COVID happened.
Yes.
Because it turned. It was a quick punch.
Yes.
To the economy, to where it's like, numbers are dropping down, people are getting sick, people are dying. So the government and everybody else are like, oh, we're not focused on our day to day. What else is going on? What is Wayfair?
Right.
Wait. Oh, black people are dying. Yes. Oh, okay. Well, what's this? Why is that a thing? Oh, now we have why is there an island with a millionaire and a bunch of kids on it?
Yeah.
Oh, there's pedophile. What the fuck is this? Yeah. Now you're I've used this saying with a couple people that I know, is that so people are so accustomed to seeing with blinders.
Yes.
Like how the Amish people ride with horses. Yes. And the horses have blinders so they don't get scared by the cars.
Yes.
You're wearing blinders as an individual on your day-to-day because you're afraid of seeing things on your peripheral, which is your worldly shit. So when you finally open up your eyes to everything that's happening around you, people are like, what the fuck is this? Right. It's the Matrix. You took the red pill when you wanted to take the blue pill, but you smashed both pills together, so it's like, fuck, which way am I going?
And you can't go back once your eyes have been open. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, guys, like, just to go and wrap this up, we know this wasn't the most positive of episodes, but it was more of a venting session. Lynn had some shit on his chest.
Yes.
I had some shit on my chest. We'll come back. Obviously, next episode, we're going to bring, the news, and we'll make sure you guys, get a little bit of sensu.
Ooh, yeah. There's a one thing I wanted to start trying.
Yeah.
I mean, we still need to figure out a platform to get people to comment and get more information out
of.
Yeah,
we're working on that.
I wanted to start trying to taste test shit because I was watching one of my guys on YouTube, and I don't know what it is. It has me always fucking crying, is that they get unique flavors and stuff, like special kind of Pop-Tarts, special time of cookies. Like, I had Sour Patch Chips Ahoy.
Ew.
Delicious.
What?
Delicious.
What?
I kid you not. Even with my kid, she had it and she was cracking up because they're so good. So So I feel like what we could do, I don't know how to name it or word it, but maybe we could every episode or every other episode, let's go get an original sample something. Yeah. So we'll call it like a little spin-off, like a little bit of taste or
slice of life,
or here's a sample, take a sample, something like that, something to give, because there's that one, and there's another thing I wanted to try that it's called like Test the Internet or Search the Internet, where you get like a fucked up topic. It said, would you what was it, one of the topics, I'll ask you this question. Let's see how you feel.
Oh dear.
So you have two options.
Yes.
Either you get fed as a baby bird for the rest of your life or you're gay one time in your life. What do you choose?
I mean, what's the benefits of either?
I'm not getting fucking regurgitated food in my mouth every goddamn time. No.
Well, that's more of a would you rather type situation.
It is. It's a would you rather. Like, do you prefer this or would you do this?
Would you rather get both your legs chopped off every single day but given $1 million, or would you rather somebody shit in your throat and you live in a mansion?
Exactly. There was another one too where it was like, would you rather, what was it? Would you rather have the hottest dream girl of your life, but she talks like Vin Diesel? or yeah, and it's like you've got this bombshell, on top of you, and she looks down at you. You owe me a 10-second car. Like
maybe if she was Groot.
No, I couldn't. I
like,
couldn't.
Hey babe, how you doing? She'd be like, I am Groot.
Yeah, no. You have the hottest girl in your life, dream girl, but she talks like Vin Diesel.
I am Groot.
Or you have a fucking two, but the best personality on the planet that motivates you to do better.
I am Groot.
Yes. No. I'm not having Vin Diesel look down at me or me be on top and be like, are you ready to ride? Like, no.
Oh, that's beautiful. But yes, we will. We'll try some things.
We'll play around with a couple things I want to get people's ideas and opinions on. I feel like that would be a fun little spin.
Yeah, we're working on getting our guests. Obviously once the COVID kind of
I want to get another mic so we can start getting the guests along. Now that I've got Windows 10 on this laptop, I'm going to start actually uploading the episodes. We need to figure out how we're going to record more or less live.
Yes.
But we finally made a YouTube video.
Yeah.
So we're going to upload that.
Patreon's up.
Patreon's
that
up.
Way, if you guys want to, I don't know, become, a patron.
Yes.
Throw us some money.
Yes.
Make it a little easier.
The Patreon will be good, which we will put in the links below.
Yes.
Merch is also going to be pushed again as well, since we are going to be getting that. Next upload will be for hats and bandanas, correct?
Yeah, we're working on hats and bandanas. We got some shirts. We're working on shirts. We just want to make sure we get the logo just right because, while it sounds great to have merch, we want to make sure it's not going to fade in the wash.
No, it needs to be it's not
going to be super thick and you're going to die in the summertime, type stuff. So
exactly.
All of these wonderful things are coming down the pipeline. So stick with us. Like I said, I know this episode wasn't the most uplifting, but don't worry about it because motherfucker, guess what? That's just how life goes.
Shit had to be said.
We'll be back with more.
Things need to be said. Things need to be put out. I'm feeling better. More or less is because these tangents, I don't want to be tangents. It's the fire from the hip. Sometimes you just got to say shit that you got to say.
Let it out.
I know it ain't just me that's feeling this because D's feeling the same way. I've talked to a handful of people. They're all feeling the same way. I've seen people are all in this rut, but at the end of the day, we're not stopping.
Yeah, motherfucking woosah.
We have to push forward. You got to deal with your shit, find a way to get your emphasis and your energy out, and then keep pushing forward and going on to the next
Last thing I'm going to say, sun's getting real low there, big guy.
Oh, God, yes. You going to be my Scarlett Johansson while I'm the fucking Hulk? The day that I Hulk out, if I get so angry and someone walks up to me, puts their hands out and says, sun's getting real low, big guy, I'm not here to hurt you. I'll stop. I'll look at you. Know what?
I'm good.
It's either that I'm going to grab you by the leg and start slamming you into the wall.
Just put that on my tombstone when I die. Sun's getting real low there, big guy.
Oh my God.
But, all right, guys, that's it for us today. I'm D.
And this is Lynn.
We're Project Airwaves. Keep your motherfucking head in the clouds.
And keep your feet on the ground and moving forward.
We will see y'all next time. Take it easy.
Have a good night.
You did good.